Okay, so the previous class we discussed about the preparation methods of colloids, right? So I hope you all have seen those recording classes. Preparation methods include chemical process and electric arc method or Briggs arc method, as well as peptization process, right? ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು equations everything you might have practiced. So later on we discussed about the properties also. So in today's class, I'm going to revise those topics. Okay, so just for practice purpose, ಅದನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ colloids ಅಂದ್ರೆ optical activity and colligative properties, and before that we are going to discuss about the purification techniques also. Okay, purification techniques ಮುಗಿಸಿ ನಾವು properties ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So purification, why we need to purify the colloids is because colloids are different from the true solutions. We have three types of solutions, right? True solutions and suspensions as well as colloids. And the differences also we discussed. Difference there, true solutions ಹಾಗೂ colloids again. True solutions, the particle size is less than 1 nanometer, in which you can't see them through your naked eyes. You can't differentiate the presence of solute in the solution. Whereas colloids, where you can differentiate the presence of solute and solvent, but you are not able to identify which solute is exactly present. It may contain one or more types of solutes, right? So and the particle size ranges between 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Whereas suspensions, it is greater than 1000 nanometer. That's why we call it as suspension. Ali precipitate form agutte. Idu adra differences. So illi colloids na stabilize madakke we have to add the electrolytes. Here electrolytes are nothing but the minerals. That means the charge containing ionic mixture ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಹಾಗೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಇರುವಂತಹದ್ದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ NaCl, sodium chloride, calcium chloride. Okay, so NaCl, calcium carbonate, calcium chloride ಈ ತರದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. When they are mixed with the aqueous media, they should be able to conduct the electricity. So those type of minerals are called as electrolytes. When these electrolytes are present in the minute quantity or some average quantity, ashtu ittu andre aden madutte colloids na stabilize madutte. Stabilize in the sense, if the particle size becomes heavier or more quantity of colloidal particles are present, they should not get precipitated to form a suspension. Okay, adu tannig tane join agbittu particle size na bigger madkondo suspend agde iro reeti ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ stabilize ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So that is the role of electrolytes. So if the concentration of electrolyte becomes more, then what happens? The colloidal mixtures are going to convert themselves into suspension. ಅದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, colloidal mixture ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, precipitate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So therefore we need to remove those electrolytes. So ಅದನ್ನ remove ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ purification ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So here we have many types of purification techniques. In that, dialysis, electrodialysis and ultrafiltration are the main types. So let us first go with dialysis process. So dialysis alli enandre in this diagram you can observe, see here is a water inlet for the water and here is a outlet for the water. Okay, so this is a diagram you can observe here, the purification of colloids by the dialysis process. And what you can see here is a dialyzer. So this is called as dialyzer. Dialyzer bag anta kuda helbodu. So this dialyzer bag is made of animal membrane. Actually it is made of enidu animal membrane. So you can see here membrane refers to the thing which contains pores. Small pores will be there, and the peculiar and particular quality of this animal membrane is it will allow only the crystalloids to come out but not the colloidal particles. It will trap the colloidal particles in the bag itself. So ಈ dialyzer ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ animal membrane, or you can also take the parchment paper or cellophane paper. Okay, ಇದರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So ಈ animal membrane ನ character ಏನು, it will allow only the electrolytes, or electrolytes are nothing but crystalloids. Both are same. Here you can observe the small black color holes ಏನಿದೆ, dots ಏನಿದೆ. So these are called crystalloids, which are nothing but electrolytes which we have to remove from the impure salt to get pure salt. And this red color particles ಏನಿದೆ, so these red color particles are nothing but the salt particles. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, salt particles ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. These are pure one and this has to be removed. So ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, or you can say impure salt we have to take, which has to be purified in the dialyzer bag. And slowly what happens when this is dipped in the water, these red color dots in the water, here is an inlet for water and outlet for the impure water. Okay, when pure water is passed in and the dialyzer is dipped, slowly what happens, through this dialyzer pores the electrolytes will come out as their particle size is less than the colloidal particle size. Colloidal particle size ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer, whereas these electrolytes will be having the size less than 1 nanometer. Therefore they can easily come out from the bag. Okay, and later these particles will be removed out from the water through outlet as a impurity. ನೋಡಿ ಈ particles ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ outlet ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, and the pure salt particles will remain in the bag itself. So later it will be dried and taken out as a pure colloidal particles. So this is how we can purify the colloids through dialysis process. But this process is bit slow because slow agi ಆ pores ಮುಖಾಂತರ particles ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. And the dialysis process is mainly used in the kidney dialysis. You might have heard about this. Kidney dialysis ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, artificial kidneys ನ use ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so same the kidney membrane, whatever membrane is present, that is nothing but animal membrane, which will allow only the unwanted electrolytes or minerals which are present in the impure blood. Unwanted particles in the ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹಾಕುತ್ತೆ, whereas the colloidal particle will remain inside the kidney. So ಅದು ಯಾವುದು colloidal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ hemoglobin. Okay, blood ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ hemoglobin ಏನು, this is a colloid. This will remain inside the kidney, whereas the unwanted minerals will go out. So that's why this technique is used for the kidney dialysis process. Okay, so this is about the dialysis process. So next step is electrodialysis. So here is the second one, electrodialysis. The word itself indicates electrodialysis. That means previous slide alli nanu nimge helde dialysis is bit slow process irutte. In order to make it fast, we have to use electrodialysis process. Idanna ನಾವು fast ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ electrodes na fit ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Here you can observe anode and cathode. Same process previous ನಾನು ಏನು explain ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Parchment paper ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಇನ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಸಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, where there is an inlet for water and outlet for impure one, and salt particles will be there, crystalloids will be there, which are nothing but electrolytes. But the thing is, this process will be fastened because of the addition of the electrodes, because electrolytes are nothing but the minerals which are carrying charges. So the for example ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ NaCl ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗಿರುವಂತ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದು NaCl ಇದೆ. Na carries positive charge and Cl carries negative charge. So anode is carrying positive charge. So whatever Cl is present as an impurity along with the salt particles, all will get attracted towards the anode, and here you can observe all the crystalloids are towards the anode. And similarly, Na carrying positive charge get attracted towards the cathode which is carrying negative charge. Thus all the minerals which is carrying negative charge will move towards cathode, and thus the process will be faster. So this is about electrodialysis, how the dialysis can be fastened by applying electrodes. Next is ultrafiltration. So you know well about filtration. Lab ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು first PUC ಅಲ್ಲಿ filtration process ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Practically you have done that. Filter papers, by using filter papers we have to filter the mixtures, and the precipitates as a residue will get collected in the filter paper, and again water filtrate ಇದೆ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ conical flask ಅಲ್ಲಿ collect ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, same process we are going to use here, but normal filter papers ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the pore size will be bigger, which will allow both crystalloids as well as colloids ಎರಡನ್ನೂ allow ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So that is not useful here. That's why we have, instead of using normal filter papers, we have to use ultra filter papers. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ultra filter papers ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So ultra filter papers ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so this can be done by using normal filter papers itself by dipping them in 4%. Actually that mixture is called as collodion. So ಈ collodion ಇಂದ ನಾವು ultra filter papers ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. What it is, collodion is nothing but 4% nitrocellulose in ether or alcohol. This is very important, students. Collodion ಏನಿದೆ ಇದರ composition ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು important. You need to remember 4% nitrocellulose ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಈಥರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೊಲಾಯ್ಡಿಯನ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. By dipping normal filter papers in the collodion, what happens, the pore size gradually get reduces to the required size, which can able to allow only the crystalloids but not the colloidal salts. Colloidal salts alle trap agutte, normal in electrolytes ide adu matra pass agutte by reducing its pore size. Okay, later after dipping it for a longer period in this collodion mixture, we have to dry it again by dipping in the formaldehyde. Formaldehyde alli haki adanna dry ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then it will hardens the normal filter paper. Adanna adu dip ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದೇನು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, it may tear while filtering. So in order to avoid that, it get hardened when it is dipped in the formaldehyde. So then our ultrafilter membranes or filtration filter paper will be ready. So this here you can see this is a membrane which is called ultrafilter membrane or ultrafilter paper. So in this tank we have taken the impure salt. So these are the salt particles, again red color, whatever you can see here is a red color salt particle, and these dots, black color dots, these are crystalloids, again nothing but electrolytes. So these pores are smaller in size, which are able to allow only the electrolytes but not the colloidal salts, because you can feel the differences here. This is smaller in size whereas this is bit bigger. So in red color the salt particle colloids. So those particles get trapped over there, and the smaller particles crystalloids will come here, and this will be taken out through this outlet. So this is impure one and this is pure one. So here we can use the piston here. Piston ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, because to apply the pressure ನ apply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Why we are going to apply the pressure here? Because this process is again very slow. ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಇಂದ ಅದು ತಾನಾಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಏನು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಡ್, ಅದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಬೈ ಅಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ with the help of piston, the process can be fastened. So that is the intention of using piston here in this process, that is ultrafiltration. So this is about the purification techniques, that is dialysis, electrodialysis and ultrafiltration. And next we are going to begin with the properties of the colloidal particles. These colloidal particles will be having some properties. Let us see which are those properties. So that is, first property is colligative property. So colligative property you have studied in the chapter solutions, right? Solution chapter alli already ನೀವು colligative properties ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. What are these colligative properties? RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure, and coming to the boiling point, elevation in the boiling point, that is increase in the boiling point, and decrease in the freezing point or depression in the freezing point, and osmotic pressure. So these are the four colligative properties which are applicable for all the types of solutions, right? Adu true solution ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ colloidal solutions ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Colligative properties ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But the difference is, see, ನೀವೇನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈ colligative properties ಬಗ್ಗೆ, so that is about the true solutions, whereas we are going to discuss here is about the colloidal salts ಅಥವಾ colloidal solutions. ಏನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, see, true solutions, the particle size is less than 1 nanometer, whereas colloidal solution size ranges between 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer, right? And true solutions are invisible through our naked eyes, whereas colloidal solutions we can able to see them, but clearly we can't differentiate which solute exactly is present in the solvent, right? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಷನ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕಾಲಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇದು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. It depends on the quantity of the particles, that is number of particles. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಟ್ರೂ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 10 grams ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದರ ಕಾಲಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಣ. RLVP ಇಷ್ಟಿದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಲೋವರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಈಸ್ 10 mm of Hg. Example I am telling. Okay, I don't know what exact RLVP is there for this mixture, just I am an example. Okay, so the same vapor pressure can also be seen in 10 gram of sugar which is taken in the same quantity of water, 1 liter of water. Okay, so whatever solute you may take, salt, sugar or any other mixtures, but the colligative property is same, it remains same. That means this proves that the colligative properties will not depend on the quality. Yav tagotidira adra mele depend alla. But if you are going to take 20 grams of sugar instead of 10 grams, then it may change. RLVP en agbodu, 20 mm of Hg agbodu. Example I am telling. Okay, so 20 agbodu. See, if the quantity changes, the colligative property also changes. That means it is quantitative but not qualitative. So when it comes to the quantity matter, colloidal salts ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ವೇಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 100 ml ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 100 ml ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ 100 ml ಆಫ್ ಕೊಲಾಯ್ಡಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೂ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ very small. The particle size is very small because its size is less than 1 nanometer. ಇಲ್ಲಿ same quantity 100 ml ಇದೆ, but the particle size are bigger. So ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 100 ml ಇದೆ, but number of particles ಇಲ್ಲಿ they are many, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ because the size is small. whereas same quantity idrunu size ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ number of particles ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ less ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So this will affect on the colligative property of the colloidal salts, but when coming to the true solutions it is high. Therefore colligative property for true solution is very high compared to colligative properties of colloidal salts. Okay, this is very important. It may come for your entrance exam. Nodi illi colligative property true solution ಯಾಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ particle size ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it will affect on the number of particles. So number of particles will be more. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, whereas ಇಲ್ಲಿ number of particles ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ because the particle size are more. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ colligative property colloidal salts ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, right? Next, so next property is optical properties. So this is optical in the sense this is related to light. Optical properties ಅಂದ್ರೆ light ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So first we'll begin with the Tyndall effect that we already discussed in the recording classes. Excuse me. So Tyndall effect andre, so this was first found by the scientist called Tyndall. So that's why it is called as Tyndall effect. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ Tyndall ಅನ್ನೋ scientist ಇದನ್ನ found ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ Tyndall effect ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So what it is means, see here is a source of light and this is a colloidal solution. So colloidal particles size ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ they are bigger enough to scatter a beam of light. They are able to scatter a beam of light. Whereas transparent solution ittu andre, that is true solutions ittu andre, so the size of the particles are not enough to scatter a beam of light. Therefore here is a source of light. Nodi illi source of light ide. When it passes through the colloidal solution through a lens, ಈ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅದು ಹೋಗಿ ಈ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಈ ತರ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ here is a formation of cone. You can observe here or this part. Okay, so I'm just shading this part. So ಇದೇನಿದೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು Tyndall cone ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So cone ತರ ಅದು formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ and that is called as Tyndall cone. And this scattering can be clearly observed under the microscope. Okay, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರಿಂಗ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. So this effect is called as Tyndall effect. Okay, and this is used to build the ultra microscope. Okay, so the major application of Tyndall effect by the colloidal solutions is ultra microscope, where the cell study can be done in detail. So the biology students, you can observe about the ultra microscope. You might have studied in your biology subject. Adra applications nimge enu anta clear ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Ultra microscope ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Whatever things you can't see under normal microscope can be seen under ultra microscope. Okay, so this is about the Tyndall effect. Matte idana ನಾವು daily life ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ Tyndall effect ಅಂದ್ರೆ, whenever there is a slight slit in the roof. Okay, roof ಅಲ್ಲಿ slight slit ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ sun rays pass ಆದ್ರೆ you can observe like this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ roof ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದು slit ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the rays will be passing like this. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ dust particles ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ and this is normally you can observe in your home. Okay, so ಇದು ಕೂಡ Tyndall effect ನ application ಅಥವಾ daily ನೀವು ನೋಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. And majorly mainly you might have seen this in the projectors. Projectors na use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that will also be in the cone shape. If this is a projector and this is a screen, whatever you can see here is because of Tyndall effect. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಇಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಲೈಟ್ ಕೋನ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕೊಲೈಡಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಆ ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕೈ looks blue during daytime, and even sea water looks blue in the daytime, and sunset time ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಲರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. So that is also because of scattering of light by the dust particles as well as the minerals which are that is the muddy particles which are present in the sea water. ಅದು ಆ ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಆ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿಂಡಾಲ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಗಿಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಐ ಸೈಟ್ ಇಂದ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. Then only we can observe these type of effects, that is blue color in the sky as well as in the sea water, projectors, that is pictures on the screens in the theaters, and the sun rays. Okay, this is all about the properties of the colloidal solutions. And one more is there, that is Brownian movement, that we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, do you have any doubt in today's class? You can put your questions in the chat box. Okay, students, if you have any doubts, you can ask questions through chat box. Or else you can raise your hands. So I think you don't have any doubts. You understood?